What's going on, guys? Welcome back into the channel. Welcome back into another episode of our Horizon Forbidden West Let's Play. And in this mission, we are absorbing Hephaestus with Gaia. So we had to report to this Gemini location on the map here, which is an abandoned cauldron. And we just finished battling all the machines and everything and overriding. Hephaestus essentially escaped containment, and we had to battle him. He is now officially contained. You guys will get that story here in a moment, but I know that some very important story information is about to be coming up, so I wanted to make sure that I got you guys this section of the recording at the very least, so that you guys can see everything that is about to happen with Gaia, with Hephaestus, with potentially maybe Zeniths is going to show up. That would be my prediction, as well as our other clone here, Beta, and Varl is here with us as well.
Aloy, the core is stable. Hephaestus is 100% contained.
So Hephaestus is contained, but we still,
yeah,
we have to merge them. We have to do the download.
Gaia, establish the link, please.
And I'm assuming we're gonna have to purge any like malicious code or anything like that that might be going on.
Okay, to complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus' malicious code. Carefully.
And that's exactly what they're gonna do. This is truthfully going too well. I would imagine that either while we're doing this or afterwards we're gonna have a run in here with the Zenith people. So it seems like the merge is kicked off now successfully. Yep, there it is. That's right on cue.
Well, hello, redundant copy. You cost us quite a lot of time.
Okay.
Eric, get Beta. And squash that bug while you're at
it. Ooh! Get behind me.
This is not gonna go well. Someone's about to die.
Come on! Quit screwing around.
Yeah, we're having fun, right?
No. Oh my gosh.
No.
We should have seen this coming. Like, come on. Come on. We made a promise. We can't just let her go.
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport.
We made a promise to her that we wouldn't
Tilda.
let her get taken alive.
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her! I can't even see her!
What just happened? We did get some information off of Beta that Tilda might be good. I think we talked about
Beta.
that in the last episode or the episode before that.
Farrell.
Where are we, though? What?
Where am I?
I was so
Ah,
confused.
you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast. Okay.
This story has already gone so far in a different direction than I ever expected it to that, like, at this point, I'm not surprised that it's getting even more interesting, crazy. I don't know. I mean, I couldn't have expected anything better than what we're getting right now.
What is this?
All right, is this
Just
place?
a few favorites from my collection.
Is this
Rescued
place
and
real,
stored
though?
here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead. Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art, or the insight we might gain.
I mean,
My favorite pairing on the left is woman reading a letter by Vermeer, a true master. And on the right is a forgery, woman reading music, which fooled experts into believing it was a priceless original. Early in my career, I became fascinated with such deceptions. Eventually, I developed scanning software that could detect fakes with unparalleled accuracy.
Is that how you made enough money to buy your way onto the Odyssey?
Oh no. I made my real fortune later. Rembrandt's The Night Watch, by far the most famous painting my
I'm
homeland
honestly just kind of
ever
curious if
produced.
this gives us any important
It was
information. Like,
commissioned
we're
to
learning
honor a
about
militia made up
Tilda.
of influential citizens.
I guess you must have been an influential citizen.
In my day. But not as influential as you've been in this new world. The Gust. By Willem van de Velde, the most famous of his many maritime paintings.
A ship crossing into the unknown.
There was like
I guess you're familiar with that.
metal clanking noises.
Indeed, which is why I appreciate this composition in particular. Though waves and wind threaten to destroy the ship, it perseveres, clinging to the light even as darkness closes in all around it.
So we're down here. Yeah, there's definitely like must have been this convoy going overhead. All right, we're just gonna roll with that.
Stunning, isn't it? Paintings were the only masterpieces of my people's golden age.
So we can
This is
also
Van Vianen's
examine all
leaded
this.
ewer, molded from a single sheet of silver.
What was it for?
Done so soon?
I've got more important things to worry about.
We both do. There is much we are trying to save.
Okay. There's much we are trying to save. Interesting.
There you are. Feeling better?
How
So
did you
this is
find
the
us?
place we
At
heard
the
about in
cauldron?
betas.
And what did you
I
do
don't
to
know what it was
everyone right
called.
before I passed out?
Visions or whatever.
All business, I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
This was your house.
So, like, where did this stuff come from?
The one you recreated for Beta.
She doesn't just carry
data
a
channel
sheet
shared.
and
How
silverware
perceptive.
around with her.
Please, this way.
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them. And lived with them for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
I held focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen.
Incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life.
Interesting. But wait, where'd she find it?
1,000 years at my back, and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
Even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down. There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet.
But what purpose does that serve for
He
them?
calls it a clean install.
What value does wiping everything out so that it can fit 3 people have? A whole world to yourselves, I guess? I don't understand. Maybe they can repopulate with clones or something like that. Maybe there's more than just the 3 of them.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure
Look at
Beta
that view.
told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Yeah. Regala and her rebels.
Even now, she's preparing a final march on the Tenakth capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about.
I still
While
don't really
Silence
trust
and
her.
My friends are busy battling each other. We'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
So Silence still did want us to do everything, mainly so that he could then go and kill them and get Gaia for himself. But I don't know what his end purpose is with Gaius.
So you knew Elizabeth. What was she like?
Liz was everything she was. I see in you. And more. Your ingenuity, your determination, your moral compass. You've managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your own.
I'm not asking about me. Tell me about Elizabeth. What was she really like?
The honest answer is that I don't actually know. For all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of herself locked away. It was like that from the moment we met.
How do you know about Silence's plan?
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful for that. But his subordinates? Not so much. He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons of Prometheus.
The ones working with Regala.
By tapping their focuses, I learned about most of his dealings. The distribution of override technology, the arming of Tenakth rebels, and the secret pact with Regala to attack Gerard's base.
But how did he come up with a weapon that can take down your shields?
That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out, but however he did it, I'm quite certain it will work. With it and the Tenakth army, victory seems to be within his grasp.
Well, we have that little thing
Such
we
a
could
shame
show
to be
her.
disappointed.
She might be able to tell us what it is.
So when you met Elizabeth, she was what?
Not aloof. Not exactly. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning. A touchies. Because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AIs. Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environmental reclamation. But in her address, she was just starting to imagine the next step. An AI-driven system that wouldn't just act on its programming, but actually take responsibility for its sphere of influence.
To care about life. Not just follow orders.
Revolutionary stuff. I was fascinated. And I wanted to meet her for a long time. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy. But after that, she retreated. I could tell she felt uncomfortable with all of her admirers. It was as if giving the talk had cost her something. I didn't want to be a pest, so I planned my approach carefully.
So how did you finally approach Elizabeth?
I picked the right moment. The morning of the next day, right as she came back to the conference, she had just had her coffee. She was fresh, rested. It was like she had braced herself for the onslaught of colleagues. I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent. Her answer made me realize it wasn't, but she was very welcoming. almost as if we were previously acquainted. It was only halfway through the conversation that I realized she knew exactly who I was. It was quite a shock to me. My business was trafficking in secrets, and I took great pains to protect my anonymity. So that was Liz, perpetually one step ahead. I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for our friendship. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling.
All right. What else do we want to know about here?
My old focus.
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I knew better. You were a revelation. After your dramatic escape, bravo, by the way. Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. I wasn't so sure. When the others were busy, I returned to the lab and searched for any trace of you. That's when I found this little treasure. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the effort. As I watched your life unfold, you were like a splash of color on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions that inspired me to defy them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the cauldron. You'd be dead.
So I should be grateful?
If you like.
So you know all about me?
What would you like to know?
Well?
When I was 8, terrorists flooded, thousands drowned, my parents included. My guardian, among my peers, I was all because...
Oh.
Aren't we? You were an outcast. But you didn't let. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used my first from the technical analysis of our profitable expertise. But as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful. From there, it was only...
You were a spy?
More like a service one could turn. I had to remain anonymous, of course, to protect. But despite that anonymity, Farzi...
I feel like we pretty much know what we
said
need to
Beta's
know. Let
not
me
in
get a
urgent
little bit
danger.
more
So what are the Zeniths doing to her?
Putting her to work.
info on Beta.
Merging Hephaestus, a difficult, time-consuming task, as they will compel her if need be. But she's the only one who can do it.
Because you people...
Gerard's idea. They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted any form of... That's why I created the data channel.
Okay. I think that's basically everything we need to know.
First Varl. Now Hikaru and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't.
Interesting.
If the others...
If you want to help, open it.
Interesting. So where's Beta at?
What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra protection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise. Okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge.
Then I think it can be done.
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
So what did we tell her to do? So I'm assuming she's going to sabotage something.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Silent's army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Without Regala and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister. Will be Silent's only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Aloy taking over here.
And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regala's rebellion. From the air.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenakth. The ancient
What?
Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regala's army and they'll receive quite a surprise.
Oh, I thought we were going to take over the whole machine. That would have been pretty cool.
So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring Silence to the table.
Not if. When.
All right. I like the way that that Aloy just decided to take control there.
Erend, are you there?
Aloy!
Go ahead. Run me through.
Shut your mouth, traitor.
It was you who flew in on the wings of the Ten. You who challenged her by our rights. You must decide her fate. I spared her once. It only made things worse.
Interesting.
She
So we
was
get a
the
choice
best
here?
of my marshals. What a waste.
She's dangerous, all right. But maybe that's exactly what I need.
Cowards! What more do you have to conspire about?
Whether you live or die.
I think honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and choose not to kill her because that's almost more detrimental to her than killing her. Because that's what she wants. Because she never got that in the first place, and we may be able to utilize her. So
I'm not here to forgive you for your crimes. But there's another battle ahead. Against an enemy more powerful than anything you can imagine. And I need people. A squad. That's willing to do whatever it takes.
I don't want your mercy.
It's not mercy. The battle I'm talking about will be charging into a nightmare.
A better death than this? Yes. My blood is yours. Your enemies are mine.
Alright, so that's a positive.
Venus at our
She at least
stronghold.
agreed to help us out.
New plane song.
You mean to send her alone? Without even an armed guard?
Yeah, I do. I'm
She does not.
Her forces are scattered.
I will be there. You have my word.
I'll hold you to it.
Chief, there's something you both need to see. In the throne room.
I don't have my camera on right now because I got to this point while just playing, you know, off camera. I wanted to make sure that you guys got this scene in, because this could be pretty important to how our story progresses here.
He surrendered to our guards outside the grove. Claims he has an urgent message for the Outlander who defeated Regala.
So, state it.
It's for her alone. From an interested party.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is from Silence. Silence may be on to what we're up to here.
I'm gonna need some privacy.
Clear the room.
More than
Put
likely,
him
this
with
is
the
a
rest of the
Silence
Gala
trick of some sort, or just message in general. He's
I'll
probably
see you back at base.
He's probably very angry about the fact that we destroyed his army.
You saved the tribe. Let me help you with your mission.
No. With Regala gone, you have a chance to build the future you dreamed of. So get to your task.
Then at least allow me to give you this. Armor for the battle ahead. May it keep you safe.
We finally getting a legendary set? I have yet to get any legendary armor.
Thank you.
Been biding my time to try to get some type of cool set of armor. I mean, the one that we have now is pretty solid, but I was hoping for better.
Do you have any idea what you've just done?
Oh, it's a pleasure to see you too, Silence.
Congratulations on your victory. You saved the Tenakth for a few weeks. Unfortunately, you've doomed the entire planet as well.
Wrong. I don't need a Tenakth army to defeat the Zeniths.
Oh, Eloy. Have you learned nothing about the enemy we're up against?
More than you, hiding whatever hole you found. My idea is just better than anything you ever came up with.
Go on.
No, not here. We're doing this my way. Face to face, and with the weapon you've developed.
And why would I agree to that?
Because I'm your only way of beating the Zeniths, and getting the copy of Apollo that's on their ship.
Alright, things are getting
So
very,
meet me
very
At my
interesting.
base. Mountains west of Plainsong. Time to submit to the inevitable Silence and follow the person who actually knows what she's doing.
Let's
Don't be
go.
late.
We're in control finally. Alright. So, that
Tilda,
mission was
you
called The
there?
Wings of the Tens, which was pretty awesome.
I did it. Silence is on board.
So we're going to go ahead and cut this video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below, comment, and subscribe. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video, and hopefully you guys are looking forward to seeing where this story ends up taking us now that we have kind of turned the tides, and we have a plan for how we're going to defeat these Zeniths, get Gaia back up and running fully, and hopefully get Silence on board with our mission as well. So like I said, I'll see you in the next one. Hope you have a good one.